And so when we hear that people talk about the bad FDA, the bad politicians, the bad monetary system, no matter what, we see it not as something that eventually has to be eradicated. Just like bacteria, in an allopathic approach, they have to be eradicated by antibiotics. So the FDA is fine to be around because it creates the stimuli for our own immune response. If we get rid of it, it would be harmful for our health as a society. We have to see this. It's just a radical approach, and it takes some time to integrate, because really deep down we are all allopath, that if we feel something is creating disharmony, we want to have it out of our world. And we don't mind to use any kind of energy to shoot it down. If it's interrupting our peace of mind, our harmony, we think we are justified to kill it. That's the allopathic approach, and that's not only for modern day medicine, it's in every part of our life.
Especially in the idea that we live in a very left-sided brained, patriarchal society that has reached the conclusion that if something is attacking, it must be killed. The same thing happens in medicine. Something is attacking, it must be killed. But maybe we need to move to the other side of our brain, the right side, which might be more feminine and intuitive, in which now we can say, yes, it is true, something is attacking. But maybe before, or maybe to a degree, it needs to be killed, but maybe to another degree we need to understand why and have a relationship with it. That perhaps in forming this dance with it, understanding it, we're now coming to a different relationship with disease, and now we can understand what we're supposed to learn, what the experience is, and be part of the experience, and then begin to see the disease resolve.
Really, dance is a good word. Dance, or actually one of the first books that brought me in this direction, I read here on Koh Samui 25 years ago, was the Dance of the Woolly Masters. Yes? Mm-hmm. And it's really about this dance that's behind, it's just another word for the dynamic labile equilibrium, that you just like in Aikido, you take the energies that come in and you turn it into a circle, just like all the planets use these energies that are always coming through, and they turn it into circles instead of, this is the left brain, linear thinking, cause effect, gives another reason for another effect, and so on. And this is the left brain doing this, whereas we really have to see that everything is connected with everything. And so this thinking does not work. And the dynamic labile equilibrium, the idea that there's two polarities, at least two polarities, that they can be integrated by having them alternating. This we see in the yin and yang sign, this we see in the cross, or here the cross of Jerusalem, the Orthodox cross, the swastika, the Star of David. Those two opposite forces, they have to be brought into one, best in one moment. It's the best if they are here in this moment, and the more they are alternating, the higher the frequencies that we go from, let's say, male to female and back to the other opposite. That's the degree that we are healthy. If I say I'm only a male or I'm only a female, I mean I'm sick to that degree. But if I can alternate whatever polarities there are, waking and sleeping, being active and passive, being introvert and extrovert, to the degree I can alternate this, I'm healthy, I'm alive. I mean, it's as obvious as it can be. And that's really what we want to promote. And I'm happy I met Richard here in this place, Thailand, which is so beautiful. And this is a very good place here to start something new. And I know places like Thailand and Brazil, they are the places where something new is possible to be started.
I can't help but there's this whole arena out there right now of positive thinking, positive affirmations, and you mentioned in your new platform that you're addressing that, you're bringing in apparent negative thought as a counter, and it's not out there at this point. Could you talk a little bit about that?
I speak a little bit generalizing, because generalizing again ignites the opposite, the controversial talk. And controversial talk is not bad, because again it's delete. But in certain what I call New Age circles, it's about harmony, getting out everything that could possibly be felt as disharmonious or negative. So there's many principles that basically are designed to keep the opposite out of the moment. Like, for example, never make affirmations that are negative. Like we had somebody here evaluated, and you can do an eye movement desensitization and reprocessing with a certain affirmation. You could say always, I'm successful, I'm the most happy person, I will always get what I want. All these secret affirmations that really don't work, rather than giving you an illusion that you're doing something, but stating the facts. And this is sometimes difficult to face, but this difficulty creates exactly this labilizing effect that is most often necessary to get people back not only on their track, but into a different track. And that's very important, that when we see disease not as something that has to be cured and out of the way, and we should be back on our normal schedule as quickly as possible, but that disease is there as a labilizing effect because our life was too stuck, it was too stagnant, it was too much habit, pattern, that disease is necessary. It's a help from nature to get us back into a more flowing relationship to life. And in this way also we have to re-evaluate and review many New Age practices where it's all about relax, meditate, be easy with each other, be happy and friendly and smiling. Sometimes the opposite is more healthy and is more indicated, and we can see that all this was just a reaction of a very left-brained and very patriarchal overstimulation and overfocus. So now what we have to do is left-right, left-right, left-right brain activity, and the EMDR that I showed is one way to do it, or doing like this, hug. There's another way.
Both sides.
Both sides. So now I think we can continue now with our seminar. I think we did half an hour. And thank you. It was all very dynamic, labial equilibrium way. And thank you everybody for just being listening, and thank you.